You walk into the kitchen with purpose. You were coming to get something. But now you're standing here, and you have absolutely no idea what it was. A simple memory lapse. We've all been there. We laugh it off. But lately, has it been happening more often? Does that brain fog feel a little thicker? It's unsettling. It's a quiet fear that many of us in our 40s, 50s, and beyond share, but rarely speak about. What if I told you it's not just a senior moment? What if it's a sign? A message from deep inside your head? What if the problem isn't just your memory, but that your brain is literally dirty? And tonight, you have a chance to wash it clean. If that question intrigues you, or even startles you a little, then you are in exactly the right place. Hello and welcome back to 40 Plus Wellness, your space for asking the important questions and finding real, science-backed answers to thrive in your best years. The topic we are diving into today isn't just a list of tips. It is based on profound, deep research from the front lines of neuroscience. It is incredibly informative, and I believe it will be one of the most helpful videos you watch for your long-term health. So I need you to commit to staying with me. Please, watch this video all the way to the end, because understanding this mechanism is crucial for your benefit, and the solution we uncover is simpler than you could ever imagine. Alright, let's start with that unsettling idea I mentioned, the idea of a dirty brain. What is the gunk I'm talking about, and where does it really come from? Every single day, your brain performs millions of incredible tasks. And just like any busy city, it produces waste. For decades, scientists have been focused on two specific types of this cellular debris, proteins called beta-amyloid and tau. When they aren't cleared away properly, they build up, forming sticky, toxic gunk that clogs the system. This gunk is the very definition of brain fog, and in the long term, it forms the infamous plaques linked to Alzheimer's. But for us, in this stage of life, there are two powerful accelerators that can make this problem worse. First, our hormones. As we enter perimenopause and menopause, our estrogen and progesterone levels begin to fluctuate and decline. Estrogen is neuroprotective. It helps our brain cells function efficiently. Progesterone is calming. It helps us sleep. When they're out of balance, what happens? Hot flashes that jolt you awake, night sweats that ruin your rest, and a new baseline of anxiety. Every one of these is a direct assault on the deep, restorative sleep our brain needs to clean itself. Second, stress. Midlife is often the peak of our stress. We're juggling careers, finances, aging parents, and our own changing bodies. This leads to high levels of the stress hormone, cortisol. A little cortisol in the morning is good. It wakes us up. But chronic, high cortisol is poison for your brain. It impairs memory and, crucially, it disrupts the delicate architecture of your sleep, preventing you from reaching those deep, cleansing stages. So you see, it's a perfect storm. The natural aging process, combined with hormonal shifts and chronic stress, can leave our brain's cleaning crew overworked and unable to do its job. But what is this cleaning crew? The hero and the story of its discovery. For over a century, biology textbooks taught that our body's lymphatic system, its waste clearance network, stopped at the neck. The brain was considered a uniquely privileged site, isolated from the rest. But it didn't make sense. How could the body's most active organ not have a way to take out its own trash? Then, in 2012, a team led by neuroscientist Ken Nedergaard decided to look closer. Using advanced imaging techniques on living mice, they witnessed something astounding, something no one had ever seen before. They saw a fluid flowing through the brain in a structured, organized way, along a hidden set of channels that piggybacked on blood vessels. They had discovered the brain's secret cleaning crew. They named it the Glymphatic System, a nod to both the glial cells that control it and the lymphatic system it mirrors. It works like this: a clear, smart fluid, called cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF, is pumped along the outside of arteries deep into the brain. There, it swaps places with the fluid between brain cells, collecting all the metabolic waste. Then, this dirty fluid is flushed out along the outside of the veins. It's a breathtakingly elegant design. But here is the discovery that stunned the scientific community, the catch that changes everything. This entire critical cleaning system is almost completely shut off when you're awake. The on switch is deep sleep. When you enter the deepest stages of non-REM sleep, your brain cells shrink, widening the channels between them and allowing the flow of cleaning fluid to increase by tenfold. Your brain isn't just resting, it's actively power washing itself. It's healing. This is our superpower. And now, we're going to learn how to turn it on every single night. The action plan: your guide to a cleaner brain. Pillar 1. The Sleep Sanctuary. Creating a clean brain begins before your head even hits the pillow. We need to create a sleep sanctuary, an environment that screams safety and rest to your nervous system. 1. Master your light. Your brain has an internal clock, and its main cue is light. In the morning, you want bright, natural sunlight to say, "Wake up." But in the evening, you need to signal, "Wind down." 2 hours before bed, begin a sunset ritual. Dim the overhead lights. Switch to warm, low-wattage lamps. And absolutely put away the phones, tablets, and computers. The blue light they emit is a direct signal to your brain to stop producing your sleep hormone, melatonin. Protecting that hour is non-negotiable. 2. Tame the temperature. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by a couple of degrees to initiate deep sleep. This is often a huge challenge during menopause because of hot flashes. So, take control. Keep your bedroom cool. Most experts recommend between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Consider a cooling mattress pad, use breathable fabrics like cotton or linen, and maybe even take a warm bath an hour before bed. The subsequent drop in your body temperature can be a powerful sleep signal. 3. The Sidewinder Secret. This is a fascinating and easy win. As I mentioned, research suggests that sleeping on your side, left or right, is the most efficient position for this brainwashing process. It's thought to help the fluid dynamics of the system. So if you're a back or stomach sleeper, try training yourself to sleep on your side. 4. The Wind Down Ritual. You can't go from 100 to 0. You need a buffer between your busy day and restful sleep. This is your wind down ritual. It could be a brain dump, spending 10 minutes writing down every worry and to-do item to get it out of your head. It could be gentle stretching, reading a physical book, or listening to calming music. Or try a cup of herbal tea like chamomile or lavender to soothe your nervous system. Pillar 2. The Fuel for a Clean Brain. What you do during the day provides the raw materials for a good night's work. 1. Supercharge your hydration. That cleaning fluid, CSF, is mostly water. If you're dehydrated, your cleaning system is running on empty. Aim for consistent hydration throughout the day. Don't try to chug it all before bed. And consider adding a pinch of high-quality sea salt or an electrolyte powder to your water, especially if you're active or dealing with night sweats, to ensure your body is actually absorbing the fluid. 2. Eat an anti-inflammatory diet. The gunk in the brain thrives in an environment of inflammation. The standard modern diet, full of sugar, refined carbs, and processed oils, fuels inflammation system-wide, including in the brain. To counter this, load up on anti-inflammatory foods. Think omega-3s from fatty fish like salmon, antioxidants from colorful berries, and polyphenol from leafy greens like spinach and kale. Eating this way helps calm your whole system down, making the brain a better environment for cleaning. 3. Key sleep nutrients. A few key nutrients can be game changers. Magnesium, particularly the glycinate form, is known as the relaxation mineral. It helps calm the nervous system and can reduce nighttime leg cramps. Many of us are deficient. Also, ensure you have adequate B vitamins, which are crucial for neurotransmitter production. You can get these from a balanced diet, but if you have sleep issues, it might be worth talking to your doctor about your levels. Pillar 3. The daytime habits. Your 24-hour cycle dictates your sleep. Your daytime habits are just as important as your nighttime ones. 1. Get your morning sunlight. This is non-negotiable. Within the first hour of waking, get outside for 10 to 15 minutes without sunglasses. The photons from natural sunlight hitting your optic nerve are the most powerful signal to set your internal clock for the entire day. It tells your brain to shut off melatonin production and start the countdown timer for when to release it again at night. It's a simple habit that has a profound effect on your sleep quality. 2. The right kind of movement. Regular exercise improves sleep pressure, reduces stress, and increases circulation to the brain. A mix is ideal. Cardio like brisk walking or cycling helps with overall health, while resistance training is fantastic for metabolic health, which is also tied to brain health. The key is timing. For most people, finishing your workout at least 2 to 3 hours before bed is ideal, so the stimulating effects don't interfere with your wind down. 3. Master your stress. Remember cortisol, the sleep-wrecking stress hormone? We need to actively manage it during the day. This is where practices like mindfulness or meditation come in. Even 5 to 10 minutes can make a difference. Or learn a simple breathwork technique. The physiological sigh, popularized by Stanford neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman, is a double inhale through the nose followed by a long exhale through the mouth. Doing this just 2 to 3 times can immediately lower acute stress. Part 4. Overcoming hurdles. Myths and FAQs. Let's quickly address a few common questions. Can I just catch up on sleep on the weekends? You can catch up on fatigue, but you can't truly catch up on the brain cleaning process. The damage from a night of accumulated toxins isn't fully reversible. Consistency is far more powerful than compensation. What about naps? Short naps of 20 to 30 minutes can be great for alertness. But long naps, especially late in the day, can reduce your sleep pressure and make it harder to fall into a deep sleep at night, potentially sabotaging your main cleaning cycle. Should I use a sleep tracker? They can be a useful tool to see patterns, but please don't get obsessed with the data. They aren't always accurate about sleep stages. Use them as a guide, but the ultimate test is how you feel. Are you waking up feeling refreshed? Is your thinking clearer? That's the real data. Part 5. The conclusion. So, let's bring it all back. We have this incredible, newly discovered system inside us, a cleaning crew working tirelessly every night to protect our most precious asset, our mind. We've learned that we can support the system by creating a sleep sanctuary, by giving it the right fuel through nutrition and hydration, and by setting it up for success with our daytime habits. The next time you walk into a room and forget why you're there, don't meet that moment with fear. Meet it with curiosity. See it as a quiet signal from your body, a gentle nudge asking, "Did you let me clean last night?" Sleep is not a luxury. It is not a passive act or a sign of weakness. It is the single most active, powerful, and intentional thing you can do to build a better, brighter, and cleaner brain for tomorrow. If this conversation resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up so others can find this vital information. And in the comments, Share one ritual you will commit to trying this week. Let's build a community of support. Subscribe to 40 Plus Wellness for more ways to thrive. Remember, it's not about turning back the clock, but about making the present time the best it can be. Sleep well, clean well, and be well.